All right, let's get in there hot. Ooh, it's stormy out there. I'm gonna actually maybe turn that down a few decibels. It's a bit cold, you know.
I forgot how spooky the sounds are in this game already.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off for a moment. Hello and welcome back to Techno Poverty. I'm Henry.
And I'm Jacob.
And we're your two goth uncles. We're going to be playing through some cyberpunk games, talking about cyberpunk books. As always, Techno Poverty seeks to combine books, essays, literary, philosophical, historical ideas, play them in parallel with a video game or two, and just see how the intertext creates anything interesting, if at all. We also love to hear your ideas and chat with you, the chat. Our mission in part is not really to, say we're an authority on a thing, but perhaps point you towards things that may interest you to further explore these ideas, as always. We've been stuck in hell this summer, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the audio back on and pull up the game we've been playing.
Yeah, it's been a fun time in hell, honestly.
So we're playing Aliens Eradication, and if you're wondering how that has anything to do with hell, this is actually a Doom 2 WAD. We beat Doom 1 and 2 when we first landed in hell, hoping that would get us out. Yeah. And yet we've been roaming through a cavalcade of WADs, fan-made games, campaigns.
Even one made by a friend.
Yeah, we had a friend stop by and showed us how to actually metaphysically morph the world of Doom and mold it in your own image. It was terrifying.
Pretty beautifully terrifying.
But yeah, Jacob, these past few sessions, I feel like we haven't even been playing Doom. Also, welcome back. You kind of slipped out of space and time last time we were together in the Inner Space Engine here, but good to see you.
I'm glad.
How you been, buddy?
Been good. I think it's been a really fun summer. It's been a mild summer too, which has been weird.
Now, Jacob, I do have a gamer confession. While you were away, actually, while the stream was off, I've been playing this game.
Dang.
And I caught back up to where we were on a difficulty knocked one peg down. So we have a save here where we have more resources and the difficulty's down a bit. Something I was noticing is it's not so much that this game was killing us. We were completing the levels. The way the difficulty seemed to be scaling was it was a matter of just save scumming, Like we'd get through an encounter, we'd save, get through the next encounter, save, get through the next encounter, save. That's a very terse way to play the game, I feel. And it gets us more distracted with the meta of when to save and when to save scum, when we're feeling safe. We weren't really conserving the best materials. I feel when we ease up on the difficulty, it makes us focus on actually navigating the map and the encounters more than worrying if the next wave's going to kill us, save now, the next wave's going to kill us, save now.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Especially while interacting with the chat, I was noticing how distracted I would get, and so it wasn't so much that the levels were difficult because of something engaging, it was because I was chatting with the chat and I was realizing this was not conducive to play in a way I enjoyed. Video games aren't hard, folks. You're not a loser for changing the difficulty or save scumming. For more on this, check out our YouTube shorts. Lux has some interesting thoughts on this. But Jacob, let's start with you playing.
No. Oh yeah. So we're right back into it.
I was going to talk about Neuromancer tonight. That's sort of the next book on the agenda. But in addition to this game, totally surprising me with how elaborate it's been. I mean, this is beyond just a different shape of Doom 2. This is it's a whole different set of strategies and approach to gameplay, mechanics. Jacob, how were you feeling playing this game?
It feels so good. Honestly, it's really fun. It's surprising how it is Doom, but it isn't. I really like how the enemies feel different. The facehuggers are terrifying, but
yeah, the way the facehuggers have that insta-kill ability, it really puts you on edge and makes you need to zone in on them.
Yeah.
When I was replaying, there was a level earlier where I was fighting one of the cyborg human enemies. I always forget the name of the alien ones.
Oh, synthetics?
The synthetics, yeah. Ash, I guess, was a synthetic in the original. They've been there since the start. We'll get more to the original Alien in a little. But I was in the same room that there was a synthetic and a bunch of eggs, and the eggs hatched, and like it was such an engaging fight having to hone in on the face huggers and prioritize that while dodging the synthetic fire, but also having to deal with that synthetic.
Oh, that's fun too.
Look at this lighting, this mood.
Right, guns closed. Gotta get used to the controls again.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. It was getting quite spooky playing solo.
I can see that.
In the big room, in the red light, and there's some synthetics. We did last session with the chat get into some good talk about a bit of William Gibson, sort of the bridge from Naked Lunch and William S. Burroughs into Neuromancer with William Gibson, and how there's kind of a decade there, 2 decades. If I'm thinking 59, 60 for Burroughs and 80 for Gibson, you know, the 60s, 70s. It was a time for folks like J.G. Ballard, Philip K. Dick, Samuel Delaney. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll do this for a minute.
And we're just talking about the features and evolutions and like the lineage of sci-fi into cyberpunk. And Jacob, can you think of a movie earlier than Alien that you would call cyberpunk? Because I was thinking about it as possibly the first cyberpunk movie in terms of it like being a seriously like cynical and effectively scary science fiction dystopia on the big screen.
Man, yeah, because when did the first one?
79, I believe. I can actually look this up. Can you think of, like, I know, like, so I think of, like, Westworld is still sci-fi.
I was just about to say, I was like...
Dark Star was one that Evan brought up in the chat. The thing is with those is there's a level of camp or cinematic distance. They're still very old kind of studio camp or... like Dark Star, you really have to just earnestly accept some of the less effective effects because it's like novel as a student film.
Yeah.
But like Alien is, I think, still earnestly and effectively terrifying as a movie to this day, and I think it's sort of marked with a darkness to it that previous sci-fi horror movies didn't quite nail.
Yeah, it's really like I think it's all about that corporate hell.
Yeah, and that's something I want to bring up as well. So I put this in the description for going live because you bring up corporate hell.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned this every night. The first act of Alien, the original Alien, before they land on the planet, there's a labor dispute. They wake up and they're all wondering like, is this gig worth it? Should we do X, Y, and Z because of our pay? And then there's little inter-character friction based on all that. It's space truckers.
Space trucker.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of synthetics in this one.
Yeah, there really is.
And so by the end of the movie, we all know Ash is a synthetic. They get the xenomorph. It goes off, kills them one by one. In an interesting meta-awareness thing that's also feeds into my cyberpunk postmodern take on Aliens as the first movie to kind of really nail it, is the casting for its time was inverted. Like the most famous actors were dying first. The people that like you'd expect in a slasher to survive were dying instantly.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, that's a piece of context that gets lost. And that's the thing, is I'm going to talk a lot about that, because in the first movie, yes, the xenomorph is killing them all and the antagonistic force, but it is the end result of where these space truckers have been pushed as a matter of the system they are working in, which is the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. Like they're taking less and less, they're getting shafted more and more by the man, and they're being told to go deeper and deeper into the trench. And when they go so deep into the trench, you hit the xenomorph,
Mm-hmm.
It's biomechanically terrifying in that first movie. This is why I have such a contentious go live notice where I say Aliens is a weaker James Cameron movie. That is not to say it's a bad movie. It is a weaker James Cameron movie, and it is my least favorite of the original trilogy.
Interesting. It's a bold statement. That's a true hot take, I feel.
Because I feel Aliens, you know, in the original Alien, after Ash just goes like, yo, this is what the fuck's up, the corporation wants this thing, he's so fetishistic for an android who's supposed to be like, you know, passionless or robotic. He's reflective of just like the ones of the company, and he does admire the xenomorph. He calls it the perfect organism. It's such a bizarre mix of it's such a weird biomechanical thing in that first movie, and it's just a weird composition of like all these weird corporate capitalist economic wants, as far as like the machine like just compressing everything evil about it into one commodity that it wants to trade, to the point where like that commodity kills you. Oh shit, there it is right there.
Yeah.
But like even carrying that commodity as cargo is hazardous. Like consuming it will, you know, burst out of your chest. The xenomorph is a weird literalization of just like all this toxic corporate sludge literalizing and turning into a physical product that's just, it kills you. It just kills you. Like, you know, imagine, we've had examples of like the energy drinks that kill you, or, you know, you smoke too many cigarettes, you get cancer. Just accelerate that into and make it, condense it into a single entity in a shorter span of time, a living organism, and you get the xenomorph. It's some sort of biomechanical, cancerous thing this corporation is imposing on you. That's what Alien is doing for me, like thematically and ideologically. In a void, by itself, it's 1979, you haven't seen the Alien sequels. You don't know there's queens, you don't know what a xenomorph looks like, you have no idea what a fucking facehugger is. Again, you haven't looked in Fangoria magazine, you haven't hit the internet and gotten spoilers. You just go into this Alien movie.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek
And so, like, you see the face hugger, you see the chest burster, you see it mold into a worm, you see it turn into this bigger thing. You don't know what it's going to be next, but it just keeps getting more and more terrifying and horrifying, and it's just a dark, cynical movie about that, and it's very scary with that. Yeah, seeing Alien as a virgin, knowing nothing about the rest of its influence on sci-fi, must have been something. And so I very carefully say it's a weak Aliens is a weaker James Cameron movie, because first off, James Cameron makes bangers. Even his weakest movie is stronger than many other movies. But James Cameron turns them into insects. And he turns them into something more tangible to the human imagination, more classifiable. You're able to look beneath it. It's something you step on. Yeah, there's a bit of an irony to the fact that, like, you can't just blow them up and it's acid and they'll kill you. And also that movie is about Marines getting wrecked by them. But it's still, it gives you a big boss of the species. It detaches it from the human element that's driving the first movie's weird toxic semiotics. It's making it easier to parse out, like, and make sense of the monster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to his credit, it doesn't bastardize what the first movie's doing, and it is a tonal elevation. It is an elevation of the idea in a good way. I do think, however, it sets people up, or there's particular fans of Aliens that don't like Alien 3 because they like the happy ending of Aliens, even though I can square away Alien 3 canceling that out, because.
Yeah.
So going off of, if you were just to watch Alien, then Alien 3, skip Aliens. Hint, hint, I may have done this on a recent binge of the franchise because I had watched Aliens recently when we were watching all the James Cameron movies. If you just watch Alien and then Alien 3, it's actually a really good duology. You could even, in some ways, okay, I need to get out of the mech and just shoot these guys.
Those guys are thousands.
Because Alien 3, just hit the square button. Alien 3 is getting back to that xenomorph as corporate sin, corporate amalgamation of evil thing, where if this thing's the perfect individuated killing organism, a single individualist, so hyper toxic it kills whatever with just perfect efficiency. The question is what beats that? Like, not just on a physical, like, oh, just call them bugs and step on them level like Aliens is doing, but like the ideological dread and horror present in Alien about this corporate Satan, this corporate demon, this culmination of evil in the tangible form. You can't just blast it out the door and forget about it. It comes back. What force can combat that? And I find Alien 3 very interesting because it's looking at religion as the force to combat that, and through that religion, a sense of solidarity. Because it's a sort of religious impulse in a movie that is asking you to be introspective and maybe a bit too much of a self-martyr in some respects, but it's more of an interior questioning of self the faith of Alien 3 is asking you to have than it is like a belief in a physical god. I mean, I think the Alien universe posits pretty clearly that if something like the xenomorph is permitted to exist in reality, God either does not exist or does not care. But yeah, so it's an interesting movie because it's trying to thematically wrestle with that. And I know even David Fincher has kind of said he doesn't like the movie or has kind of cast not much enthusiasm for it, but I disagree and find it a very, very engaging film.
Right.
Also, just, I don't know, the novelty of it bursting out of a dog or ox and that changing the morphology.
That was really...
That's a really great idea. James Cameron did turn them all into insects and introduce the queen. That's cool. But a lot of what David Fincher was doing in Alien 3 became like the standard visual imagery for the franchise. Like in the comic, like, you know, there's like a decade of comic books that come after it. It set the standard with like the Nine Inch Nails industrial, like lava gothic stuff. Again, the dog alien works really well. Like, it lent a bunch of morphology and history. Go ahead and start a new, yeah. L. L, 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 L. Oh, Z, L, L, L. Smart naming convention.
Less than optimal, but
yeah. And it still moves and is full of great performances. I always forget Charles Dance is in Alien 3, and then I watch it, and it's like, oh yeah, he's been in more plays. He's not just Tywin Lannister, although he probably was my favorite part of the Game of Thrones show. And he knew when to get out. Criminal. Oh wait, no, those are colonists calling you a criminal. So these are people, and yeah, so those are actual colonists you're murdering, because we are Weyland-Yutani mercenaries in this scenario. That's the character we picked, is the mercenary.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I wonder if you pick colonists, if you have to fight mercenaries, and that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, right. Like, no, fuck you. Just doing that.
I'm kind of curious, do they, because, you know, do monsters do fight, like interfight? Do they get attacked by the Xenos if the Xenos are around?
Should we save it after Intel? Yeah, take that.
I usually go by, like, ground covered. See, we dropped the difficulty, but the enemies and the general logic of how fragile you are still applies, so you still have to be mindful. I feel we'd be fine on hard if we weren't streaming and I wasn't rambling my thoughts of Alien 3 at you while doing all this. Like, we were still making it through the game on hard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But this is a more enjoyable pace and probably a more watchable one as well. We do it for the chat.
Nah, bitch.
Oh, did you drop? Yeah, you dropped a turret.
Woo!
See, there was one of those dog ones right there. They're probably, yeah, you're probably gonna have to hit a switch to activate that door.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think so, Captain Quasar. Mostly because, well, actually, I haven't watched his Netflix output, but, like, it's profitable for him. What up, Captain Quasar?
Yeah, what up?
Okay, so I don't think he fetishizes serial killers because not much of it, like, he did Zodiac in 7, but then he's done other stuff in his cinematic work.
He's a Mindhunter.
He did do Mindhunter. He did do Hitman, which, or, ooh,
Man.
not Hitman, The Killer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Which I think The Killer in some ways is trying to be funny or parody it. I think he hates the idea of fetishizing serial killers. Actually, yeah, I think The Killer is him like wrestling with that question about his work, actually, Captain Quasar, because my read on The Killer is he hates Michael Fassbender's character. The character him and Fassbender make in that movie, they are roasting. He's this stupid guy who thinks he's a cool James Bond dude, and so much of his work is like about the appification of his gig. So like he doesn't actually do a lot of the work of an actual hitman. He has that outsourced as like gig. It's like a lot of technology does the work for him in a way where it's just like, oh, he's just a gig economy worker. Like he thinks he's James Bond, but he's like the fucking Uber Eats of assassins. I mean, there's the opening scene, I don't remember exactly, where he's talking about like waiting for the perfect moment or whatever, and then he just cuts to him eating McDonald's, and it's just like, you're fucking lame, dude. I think that's what that movie's trying. I don't think it 100% nails it. But I think that's what Fincher's trying to articulate, and maybe he's wrestling with like this idea that maybe earlier in his career he did make like this sort of industrial grunge serial killer thing a bit too sexy. I don't know. What do you think about that, Jacob? Do you think he fetishizes it? You've seen a bit more Mindhunter than me, if I remember right.
No, I think I'm kind of on the same level with you of it, like, because a lot of like the serial killers, especially at least his later work, is very like, I think it's more the people who investigate serial killers that he's fascinated by.
Yeah, like it's the classic like Zodiac's more about like the obsession thematics than it is like the actual mystery.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I think he's definitely like kinky and into some fetish stuff like BDSM, but like. And a lot of that goes in with serial killers for obvious reasons.
The discomfort thing, Captain Quasar, I do read is like the general perversion of an artist in terms of like, I want to be provocative, which I think is helpful and healthy in the right doses and what makes a good artist in the right amounts.
Right, like what's the name of the director of Antichrist?
Is that Von Sant?
No.
Gaspar Noé. Just Google. You can just phone it.
I can't.
We can just phone
Lars
it.
von Trier.
Yeah, Lars von Trier. Right.
He's one of those people for me where it's like a lot of people really enjoy his work, and I just really don't enjoy his work. But I appreciate when it does. Like I think I like Antichrist of his things, but he's definitely provocative in a lot of ways. Where it's like.
You know who I'm finding interesting and provocative in a way that I don't think's like gimmicky? Ari Aster.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought Hereditary was just okay. I do like Midsommar. Midsommar is a good film. Beau is Afraid, I want to watch again, but it is genuinely one of the weirdest movies I've seen in the past 4 years in the theater.
I still haven't seen that.
But Eddington is genuinely cool and interesting in ways where I don't think it's being like cheap in how it's trying to be provocative. It's genuinely like trying to be provocative in the right ways.
Hell yeah! I've heard a lot of people not like it, or rather, it's polarizing. We say that.
It's polarizing,
and I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think I do appreciate stuff.
I just think it's very interesting too that his last 2 movies have been kind of just he's swinging outside of the horror stuff. He's not becoming typecasted, or he's fighting against type in effective ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Captain Quasar, that was my biggest issue with Midsommar as well. I really did wonder about like the character they kept just in the attic as far as like the ableism of it all. I also think Midsommar's director's cut is worse than the theatrical cut, and the one big issue I do have with Beau is Afraid in Eddington is they're a bit meandery, or the structure isn't quite... I don't know, I think they'd probably hold up to rewatch, but on first watch they feel sort of formless in ways that confuse me. Maybe I'm just a plebe. Where are these guys? Are they up there? Have to be, right?
So, that was fast.
Criminal? We're like hunting people.
It makes me think of like how much the Farrelly brothers were very pro people, having people with disabilities. in their films.
Yeah, the Farrelly brothers are interesting because they have the hard R and stuff, but then like, yeah, they'd have full on
like differently abled people in like really big like moments of a film.
Yeah. Stuck on You comes to mind is weirdly tonally like well-intentioned but confusing in what it's going for.
For sure.
Even beyond like the ableism questions of it, just I remember it being very structurally weird, and we're just being like, what is this movie?
Yeah, like where are we? What is happening?
It's I remember the credits being pretty sweet with the guy doing the announcement stuff at the podium. And like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It definitely felt like a, I don't know, it felt like a passion project in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blade Runner's the closest we can probably get to like a horror sci-fi thing that didn't get stuck in the camp ghetto prior to Alien. I hear you, buddy. Where are you?
Oh man, I forgot what a Farrelly brothers did Green Book, but honestly, that's that explains a lot.
Oh man, I don't think have I seen Green Book?
I don't think I have.
I think I was by that time. By the time it came out, I was old enough to just be like, I don't really need this.
Yeah, as much as I like Viggo Mortensen, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure actors seem great, but yeah.
We're your 2 woke goth uncles, and we already did the reading for Green Book, you see.
Yeah. It's okay. That makes so much more sense, though. Because, yeah, they definitely have well-intentioned stuff that definitely are do not stick to landings most of the time. But,
Right.
But it was interesting in a time when, like, that wasn't a thing. It's kind of like remember.
I'm just thinking of a letterbox list now that I want to title movies about racism where the growth arc of the character is it's a white person who learned to not say the N-word. Like, oh, it's impolite to say that. Got it. Like,
People don't like that.
it's like, you know, the ones that just center it all on like the white feelings about the matter. The good liberals in the equation.
Yeah, ooh, I do like that.
What game would we play with that I'm like, chat, what games are there about racism? Because, like, honestly, the like, one of the, I mean, besides, like, that, what's that 90s hate game?
I forgot
It was
about
made in, like, one of these, I don't think it was made in the Quake, in the Doom engine. I think it was, like, the One Blood was made in, I always forget. But Because, like, aside from that, which is, like, a horrible, horrible piece of hate that I don't really want to play, the first thing that comes to mind is, like, Bioshock Infinite, and Bioshock Infinite is not a good game for exploring racism, I'll say that much.
Oh, yeah, no.
Maybe parts of Red Dead 2? Detroit Become Human would... Oh, shit. Okay, no, yeah, Captain Quasar, you're right. I love to hate play David Cage, so Detroit would be right up our alley. I also think we have Detroit for free because it was for free on PS Plus at some point, and we grabbed it because we're always like, we should play David Cage stuff.
Yeah, we really should just do like a little David Cage
no, like, we have to do them few and far in between because like I could not like back to back like Detroit and then Indigo Prophecy, like that would kill me.
I'm just excited because Doom 1 and 2 are so good, so you're like, yes, but it's like, oh, but you can't do that with bad things. Like that like is not good for you. Speaking of, I did just try to jump into Indigo Prophecy the other day on PC, and man, what a wonderfully terrible game. I'm so excited to play that one eventually.
Oh, hey.
Get that.
Ah. Okay, now we know though.
Fuck off.
I took too much damage. Like I was at like 20-something health. Thanks, Captain Quasar. We're about 3 months in. We've been testing it, trying it. Honestly, you caught us on an episode 2 where I've been meaning to get more into Neuromancer for the stream, but it's been a very busy editing week. I did exhaust talking about Philip K. Dick's The Three Stigmata of Palmer Eldritch. If you check the past few VODs, we do typically associate a book with it. But yeah, we've been stuck in hell playing Doom for the past few months. Hit that switch, and we're getting beyond the corporate definition of a video game. And Doom is such a rich, decades-long going community of modders and wadders who do shit like this. It's going to be very interesting comparing all this to Doom Eternal. Yeah, exactly. I fucking love the Three Stigmata of Palmer Eldritch because it is... I don't know, Philip K. Dick's even scared of it himself, but it's articulating something really good about just, like, the nature of evil, I feel. And just, I don't know, that the Three Stigmata, the arm, the eyes, the mouth, the clinginess of the villain, and the whole drug thematics. And yeah, like from the get-go, I remember cracking it open and it just being like, oh yeah, global warming has accelerated the problem to the point where we're forcing people off to Mars. What up, L-Man?
Hey, L-Man.
Alright, Jacob, what have you discerned from this map? Because I've been so rambly, I'm not keeping mental track. I'm flushing my RAM whenever I die, you know?
Yeah, true.
There's some intel stuff we're collecting, I know that. Or you already collected one intel.
Yeah.
We should use the map to find the intel. This is
true, yeah. We kind of just want to jump around. What is over here?
Right, okay, so we should clear stuff out. I also noticed, yeah, some of these dudes, that's so fucking... It's barely clicking with me, but you get, do you get when we kill humans and these pop out of them? So like they're fucked already. Like they're fighting a dying cause anyways. That's so cynical. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like you got a chest burster in you, you got mercenaries on your back. Yeah, damn.
Trying to go after us.
Okay, so we're over here.
Yeah, there's like 4 dudes on your left as soon as you go up that little tower.
I'm gonna go try to collect that intel down south, just because. Dude, you're gonna die. You have space cancer, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that is the thing with the chest burster as well. In some ways, it is an extreme, it's a, as cancer, a cell growth that's just inside you, growing and growing and growing until you die.
Yeah.
It's that on top of the penis metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
Which it also is very... Oh, shit.
Nice.
Did I get him?
You did.
Okay. Pro tip. Use the pistol on facehuggers.
Good to know.
Something about its hitbox or its scatter. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was hitting extra good with the pistol.
I saw that whenever I peeked in on the last one. And yeah, oh man, we got some colony.
Yeah, there's like colonists we're fighting. Like, we've been fighting. There were some synthetics prior, but oh, there's some intel.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Ow, ow. Oh, we're almost at LM, close to L man. But something we were talking about all the different modes of science fiction and kind of features throughout, is this tension between systems and individuals. Usually there's systems of logic, systems of economics. You know, a lot of cyberpunk, it's like there's the cops or corporations that are in some way corrupt or corrupting. J.G. Ballard has malls and apartment complexes and such that drive people into insane states of behavior. I think this is why I'm gonna kind of ramble here because I'm engaging with the game as well. But I think this is a key ingredient missing from Alien Romulus and why it doesn't work for me. Alien Romulus feels like fan fiction because it is all like quirky individualism with none of like the systemic exploration or systemic horror that accompanies a good cyberpunk story. I think the movie looks like a lot of cool fan art and concept art brought to life, like especially because there's a lot of really good practical effects in Alien Romulus. But as a story, it doesn't like have anything to ideologically cohere around. Also, I think just on a plotting level, there's not a lot of tension. You don't really feel the weight of anything. It just feels like imagery mashing up against imagery. Although there is a cool thing it added. Have you seen Alien Romulus?
I think so, yes. Yeah.
I liked the birthing pod the adult xenomorph had that looked like a fucked up vagina. Mm-hmm. Especially because when the xenomorph adult comes out of it, it does look like a dick. It is like a bit of like a gender horror thing, or like a masculine fear of like, what if I opened a pussy and a dick was there?
Yeah, like I'm terrified.
That was like approximating some sort of horror idea, but again, it's only an image alluded to because there's no larger like systemic coherency to the thing. Mm. Also, weird AI deepfake Bilbo Baggins, just not cool, not cool at all.
Yeah, not a thing we're really looking for.
No need to do that at all. Dude, where are you? I want to shoot you. Do you think this is what like an IDF vet feels like?
Yeah.
They're just coming out of the walls with the oh. Well, no, they probably sound like children for those guys. Like, these are fucking adults. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yep.
Yeah, so far this is. I wish they had a couple more audio tracks for this.
They're like caught on a wall somewhere. If I go down here. Look, buddy, I hear you. There you are.
We'll get you.
All right. Oh shit. Is it a face hugger? Is it a dude? It's up there.
Nice.
Man is the most dangerous game.
Yeah, take that.
Do not underestimate the pistol just because you're playing.
It's like a Halo pistol, you know?
Dude, the Halo 1 pistol is one of the best things ever. It's so broken.
It's in the best way possible, though, you know?
Like, if you aim consistently in Halo 1, I used to play Halo 1 on GameSpy Tunnel before Xbox Live.
Mm-hmm.
You can take down people with 3 shots with that thing. Just three perfect headshots in Halo 1 with the pistol, and they're gone.
Yeah.
It's a magnum, you know, the lore states, which is probably why it's so goddamn powerful, because it's not like a, you know, small caliber 9mm. Yeah, it's straight up called a magnum, so I assume there's some pretty heavy shit behind it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it makes Master Chief's arm recoil. Consider that, and he's like a super soldier. So actually, are there any nerds out there who've done like a YouTube like science video on like how much kickback does the Halo Magnum have?
Barney, what are you doing? Where are you going? What you feeling up to? Huh?
She's come to join us for the horrors.
Come on. We're chill. Just hang out. There's nothing. We're not doing anything else.
Even Halo, in a very basic way, does address like. So when I'm bringing up like this critique of Alien Romulus for being like systemically empty or empty of like a systemic side facet of sci-fi, and I rag on stories for this. When I rag on that, I'm not asking for stories to be like, oh, we're communist and this is the superstructure and solidarity and socialism's defeat it, yada yada. You don't have to be that didactic. I don't like when my art's that didactic. I want to point out that Halo does exactly what I'm doing, and I wouldn't call Halo Marxist at all.
Yeah.
But like through the threat of the ring at an existential level, honestly, a lot of sci-fi, bad sci-fi shorthands world-ending events for this. But on an existential level, like there's the question of like, well, are the Covenant like the real enemy here, or is it this ring? Is it the Flood? Like what? Where do our priorities lie as far as where we organize our political structure and who we consider a threat and an ally within this war? Those are big structural level questions that the individual characters are engaging with. And that makes for fun, serial sci-fi adventure stuff.
Yeah. Captain Quasar, Halo Strip stole the intro of Aliens and Aliens, but I love that introduction to the Flood.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Also, like, to get into it, there's also some dark lore to Halo to sound like every millennial dude who's ever YouTubed about video games ever and grew up playing Halo. You know, Halo's actually quite dark and mature if you think about
Long dark theme.
I read The Fall of Reach and
We get the audiobook of Fall of Reach.
But it is worth noting within the Halo lore, prior to the arrival of the Covenant, which rallied humans into a united front as far as like a giant intergalactic race war goes, the Spartans were planned for use against human rebels, which I don't remember the full lore, if there's any further deep diving into the economic reasons or social reasons there would be human rebels in the future, but considering what militarized forces do and fight against in our real world context, I wonder who would be making super soldiers, and what kind of people would they be using those super soldiers to kill?
Yeah, what is the use of? Because didn't they do that in China kind of a couple of years ago?
I do not know. Let's not roam into any yellow fear territories.
Oh no! It's more of like genuinely the CRISPR, the genetic.
Oh
editing.
yeah.
One of the guys who.
Although I do think this is a big ethical question we do need to go about, and I'm not trying to dodge it entirely.
Oh no! Totally.
Yeah.
It was more, but he, one of the people who was like writing like the needed ethical rules for CRISPR and gene editing was like, we should not use this in genetically modified children, and then was like found out to be editing like the genes in children. So it's like, well, I mean, good that you see that, but you should also follow through with that.
Gattaca Halo stream, hell yeah, Captain Quasar. Actually, is Gattaca based on is Gattaca an adaptation of anything? Also, I'm gonna save because we got the.
Oh, got all the intel. Just wanted to save over one of the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to name every safe scum. Although, Lux was talking about we were entertaining the question when playing SMT3 on Shin Megami Tuesday, which, Captain Quasar, if you haven't checked out the VODs, on Tuesdays we play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. It's Shin Megami Tuesday. My buddy Lux is over. He does like deep dive philosophy on Derrida while we're playing through this dense RPG about justice. But Lux was talking about, like, we were entertaining the question of, like, if you could save scum in real life, would you?
Ooh. Man, I think I would, honestly.
Oh, okay, man. Thank you for looking that up.
10mm rounds. Ooh, okay. So equal to that of, like, Fallout, New Vegas and stuff. Which is interesting.
Oh, man. What is this? What is this corner here?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh. I like how slowly but creepily nothing just goes.
Dude, yeah, and the whole, no crosshairs. I should be, yeah. Especially, I should not be, like, from the hipping the shotgun, honestly. That's my bad.
Oh, yeah. But you can't, like, you get so startled. With
Again, though, it's a Doom total convert. Like, this is the Doom 2 engine, but they implemented an iron sights mechanic. Like, jumping, crouching, running. Like, this is so modern.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Not only are you switching weapons, but, like, you have inventory. Right, there's flares. I haven't been using the goddamn flares. There's a flashlight.
Satchels? I mean, you've been using the satchels more than I have.
Yeah, exactly, Captain Quasar. I have a friend who, our friend Serge, who a few weeks back was showing us the Doom editor and how you make custom maps and stuff in Doom.
Yeah.
He's been someone... Oh, shit, is there someone... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just a power loader, nice. Okay, I've been through this way, nice. My friend Serge has always helped keep me in the loop as far as just what's going on with the Doom community. They have a thing called the Kako Awards annually that would highlight, like, the best, like, mods of each year. And so Doom never fell into, like, a nostalgia ghetto for me. It's not something that I stopped playing and then, like, 20 years passed and I was like, oh shit, I remember Doom. Like, Doom was a consistent object for me.
Yeah.
Eventually we're gonna get to Doom Eternal, and I have feelings about Doom Eternal because I feel Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal bank on a sense of Doom nostalgia that's not real, or at least not real for me. The way those games are like, this is like not your grandpa's Doom, but like the classic action's finally back. For me, Doom never left, so I have feelings about it as like a corporate entity that is wearing the skin of Doom in contrast to this community of objects and ideas I've associated for like 3 decades at this point with Doom. And also, Jacob's like discovering all this shit for the first time. He's a total virgin to this experience.
It has been so much more fun. It's made all gaming all around more fun, genuinely. It's insane what you can do with like one of the earliest like first person shooter setups. That's what's like still mind boggling. Is like you can still have something as good as this like alien like a game.
Yeah, this was again completely free as well. You can get the Doom 2 WAD off the Internet Archive. Oh shit. You can get this mod off of ModDB. GZ Doom is free and open source.
Look at you. The turrets shoot the colonists.
Oh no, okay, I can't go that way because fire, but I think there might be a vent into the room.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, right here. Can I make that jump? Not really.
They just keep saying look at you as they stay completely in place.
Yep. Oh, can I get up here? Speaking of the IDF, Jacob, did you see that Green Beret guy who's like whistleblowing on the Gaza Humanitarian Fund?
Yeah, man.
I was listening to the Breaking Points interview with that dude. It's interesting too because like he has a messy background. It's not like this isn't like a perfect snitch or perfect victim scenario.
Yeah, no, he's just
like
witnessing atrocities and trying to talk about
like I fully question some of his story, but at the same time I'm like, no, this is, especially because there's multiple whistleblowers on this. Like there's some genuine like crisis of conscience shit going on, I think.
Yeah. Which is like, I mean...
Or even if it's not, even if he's like... Because some of the documents, like, trying to stain his character or bringing his story into question are, like, emails and such, correspondence he had with his employer where he's trying to stay in on the project. He may have been fired from it. But, like, even if he's cynically trying to cash in, that shows how unsustainable the narrative is to uphold. Because, like, even if you're getting to a point where, like... We're beyond the people who are altruistically invested in this thing. The people who are cynically invested in this thing are now trying to cash out and point out, like, hey, you're doing a genocide. If you're getting to that point, like, the narrative can't hold much longer.
Yeah. Josh from the allegations about distribution of resources. It's a lot of things.
Wait, which allegations?
The more recent allegations.
It's the guy who he was contracted to work with the Gaza Humanitarian Fund. Who, yeah, they would set up they would set up food for Palestinians to pick up, but then they'd be set in zones that were like battle zones,
like
active
zones.
war zones, kill zones.
Oh yeah, it was like essentially bullet chambers, not gas.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot I even had the blue card. Oh shit! Is there a facehugger in there? Oh no, there's a dude there.
This is a man. Just a human who's able to be murdered with a gun.
This is an interesting thing too. Oh shit. I'll get to a moment. You can keep talking.
It was just
Oh, I should have saved. Damn.
Oh, damn.
We have the blue key. You need to find the blue door, which was upstairs. Oh, it's down there in the bottom right. See it?
Oh, okay.
Going back to something Captain Quasar said about Halo taking from Aliens. That's another thing you have to give James Cameron credit for, because so many video games, Doom, going all the way back to Doom, so many sci-fi video games, so much nerd culture from the early to mid-90s was just riffing on Aliens and the Terminator, RoboCop, Paul Verhoeven, James Cameron. There was an interesting like science fiction genre boom in the 80s, and we were kind of riding the wave of that into the mid-90s. But fascinatingly enough, for inspiring so many good games, I can't think of many actually good licensed Aliens franchise games. There's the Capcom Alien vs. Predator fighting game. Not fighting game, but like beat 'em up game for the arcade. There's Alien vs. Predator 2 for the PC, the Monolith Soft one, which Civi11 recently did a video on. I strongly suggest checking out. And then also there's like this.
What was the...
There's Fireteam Elite, right?
Yeah, Fireteam Elite. That one was...
That one seems pretty fun. You seem to get pretty invested in that one.
but it definitely not super crazy story driven, but like
Yeah.
action-wise, super fun.
This one's getting the tension and the horror in just the right balance, but it's still incorporating, the Alien 3 aliens and the extended lore of the thing.
Yeah.
That's something too about the Alien universe I really like, is I don't think there's any bad lore additions. I even like the Prometheus shit. That was one thing I actually didn't hate in Romulus. I liked that they brought the black goo in, and they kind of like tied the two ends of the tail together. And interestingly enough, Alien Covenant makes reference to Paradise Lost, which we are going to get to on this syllabus of stories we're exploring as we go through all these mods and wads and trudge through hell. But yeah, definitely look into that Green Beret whistleblower. Real current day blood meridian shit going down. People should be in the know about. And we are starting to see the narrative shift. In some instances, it is a very much one day everybody's going to claim they're going to be against this sort of mood. I feel a little cynical about. I don't like how many establishment figures just seem to kind of like turn the switch.
Yeah.
I want material action done by those types of actors. But I am glad the popular narrative is getting there.
Yeah, it's at least moving. God, dude, it's just so... Everything about it is awful. The fact that, like, we have to even pretend that, like... That there are people who are pretending that this isn't happening or isn't awful or isn't what it is offensive and annoying.
MTG flipping.
Yeah, that was
See,
honestly
that's
pretty
the
wild.
thing too, is as okay, yeah, right up there.
Okay.
As Republicans and right wingers, I'm keeping an eye on like the Tucker Carlsons of the world.
Yeah.
Because it is very easy to take anti-Zionist populism and just veer it into fascist anti-Semitism. And so right-wingers are going to try to like dog whistle their way into that side of the equation where because there's going to be a popular because it's getting more and more popular to not be quiet about Palestine, some bad actors are going to try to use that to get real anti-Semitism in power. I mean, with Donald Trump and such, some of it already is there.
Yeah. Because what I was reading, like the Project 2025, they're like over halfway through the goals they've been trying to
Just
achieve.
going through the checklist.
Fucking
Just going
6
through the
months.
checklist. Who's doing anything about it?
Certainly not the people elected and in power with the ability to do so. They're just fucking cashing a check until there's no check to cash. Then they'll be just like us.
Oh, I did bring up earlier how... Let's get back to Alien games, because we were talking about like Alien games not being surprisingly good on average, despite being so influential to so many good games. And something this game's doing that I really like is how easy it's getting to kill people. It's, you know, to the strength of The Last of Us, which is also very good and a video game about this precise thing, we've been so accustomed to fighting xenomorphs up to this point, because this is the 3rd level.
Yeah.
We've been so accustomed to fighting androids and xenomorphs that are challenging that the humans pop like pimples. And you get sort of a satisfaction out of mowing them down in a more aggressive and relaxing way than the xenos and the androids, which are more of a skirmish.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just a sociopath. Maybe the video game's making us a sociopath.
Yeah, probably. They're doing
Who
a good
was-
job, though.
Who is that one lawyer in the early 2000s that was everybody's punching bag because he was doing the whole violent video games thing? Jack something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bubble wrap enemies. That's a great way to describe it. You go on knife. Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. There we go.
Thompson, Jack Thompson. Was he correct? No, he wasn't. I think you're going on like the outside loop when you want to go on that inside loop. There might be an accessible vent. I forgot how I got there precisely as well. Oh yeah, look. Oh, there you go, yeah. Oh, pull out the map. You may have walked through fire. Yeah, you walked through fire. That's why you're at 18 health. I think. Or no, that dude was dead already. Anyways, you're in the room. You can go up if you go up the stair. Oh, you want to turn the torch off though. Unless I wonder if the room floods with people. Actually, keep that on so people can't come in after you.
Yeah.
But the blue door's on the other end.
Ah, gotcha.
How do you get up there is my question. Captain Quasar says, I think there's a case to be made that art can have a negative effect on people. I used to not believe it, but if we acknowledge the positive impact it has on us, we have to acknowledge it can have a bad impact. It's something I've come around to, and not say, yes, this is I mean, propaganda is proof of this exactly. Like, you can make emotionally manipulative and exploitative shit. I don't think people realize how much like propaganda is just on broadcast TV, or how normalizing. It's that whole thing about there's like an old Cold War joke where like there's a commie and an American spy, and they're like talking to each other, and the American spy's like, oh, there's no propaganda, and the communist laughs, and he's just like, you believe everything you see on TV. And to me, it speaks to, because I don't really believe in the censorship of ideas. I believe in the critical tearing into an examination of them. To me, it speaks to a need for an ethos of education or of constructive criticism. I mean, what I'm saying is like we need more humanities education when I'm talking about this shit in general. But knowing how to approach ideas, even ones that make you uncomfortable. This is something I bring up all the time. Is like, art can make you uncomfortable in ways that aren't physically harming you in the immediate moment, in order to explore emotional spaces that you otherwise may not be put into. And then when like an authoritarian comes around trying to exploit you emotionally, you've already done the work to experience those experiences, and you can recognize what's going on.
Man, I did have one of my tinfoil hat theories, speaking of propaganda and things, is I thought that part of like why a lot of like Marvel movies show destruction of buildings and just like having the rubble is to just get Americans used to the idea, so that when they see it on the news, it's that's movies, that's not the same.
Yes.
Like, oh no, it's all good.
And then Josh says, I think you'd have big impacts on socially acceptable behavior, belief, much illicit, illegal, socially significant. Yeah. I think too, I mean, to its credit, I think age of consent is something that we very much. I don't know if I live in a liberal or progressive bubble in this sense, but Jacob, I feel like it's much less socially acceptable now than it was in like the 70s and 80s for someone in their 20s to be dating like a 17-year-old.
Oh, totally.
Or 14-year-old, a 15-year-old.
Yeah, not that it didn't still happen, but like,
yeah.
I don't know, but I've also been like, I've always been one of those people who always found it weird.
Right.
Even when people were, like, even when it wasn't.
I mean, I think people under 24 are kind of annoying unless they're, like, really good nerd conversationalists in some way.
So, I've got two much younger coworkers, and it's not, like, I mean, they're great, easy to talk to, but I cannot imagine, like...
You're like also at the job, there's, like, a shared goal objective that provides, like, facility for conversation in ways that aren't just, like, hanging out.
Yeah. Although we do hang out. They are great people, we'll say, but, like, it's...
Okay, damn.
There's a big difference.
These fucking... Oh, my God, okay. Yeah, dude.
That works.
Okay, so...
I do like that you can hear them talk.
These yeah, I like... Oh, shit. Okay. The good thing is we're right by the... Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're being... We're being the cocky fucking Marines from the movies, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Because we're like, oh, these colonists pop like zits, haha. Like... We're the IDF. We're in Vietnam, haha. But then like the dudes with flamethrowers show up and actually start wrecking our shit. And it's like, oh, Colin's got hands.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Which also gets me to like the fun thing about Alien, and also this is something that's really good about Predator and Conan the Barbarian, is they are deconstructing masculinity. They are not the dude fucking just shoots his way out of everything action movies, and yet they are nostalgia bait for some of the biggest fucking reactionary morons. As far as like, we need to go back to like when men would be men, and like, how dare you yell at Sydney Sweeney for being in a jeans commercial? Like,
it's the genetics talk inside of it. It's just so weird.
Like, what kind of grown-ass dude, like, he is just like, no, you understand, I can't just look at explicitly at something pornographic or erotic. I need it to be wrapped in the innuendo of Sydney Sweeney talking about her genetics to me. What is that? Okay, you know what?
You know.
I think it's time.
These fucks.
So, they spawn when we grab the key, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, keep that flamethrower on, because I think that's doing some work for us as far as dudes coming to kill, but also...
Is there anything else we can...
I'm gonna...
Oh, nice. Yeah, get those guys.
These are really useful, by the way, the satchels.
Yeah.
Also, there's... Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the turret on top. Oh, put the fucking turret on top.
That's... Yeah, also, it seems like 5's the max. I can't pick it up, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
So, I'm going to leave these windows open, and I'm going to put a turret right here. So, that should cover some stuff. I think... Was there health below us? Is there anything in here we missed? No? Anything there? No.
These level designs are great.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. This is so much fun. The problem solving is such a good time.
How do you get... Oh, yeah. Okay.
You got it, boy.
There's your flare, and then you set these flares.
So it's terrified. I keep seeing the reflection of the projector on my phone, and it looks like it's a cat running by for some reason in my brain. Like, but we don't have a cat. Yeah, well, I'm murdering you.
And boom, there we go. Yes.
And boom
yes,
goes
yes,
the
yes.
dynamite.
And boom goes the dynamite. What a classic. Man, it's gonna suck when the internet goes down. Like,
I know. So
we're doing
guys,
that thing from Cyberpunk where the fucking the first internet just gets destroyed and they have to build a second one.
Oh yeah.
We're on the verge of that happening. So guys,
Animatrix.
oh shit, yes. Okay. Oh no, I'm saying oh shit, yes to the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Not. I don't want to live the Animatrix second Renaissance. No. Oh god, no.
That's about to be happening.
I don't want the Sentinels like poking my brain with electricity to see what parts make me happy and sad. God, that's such a great image.
Yeah.
When they're just experimenting on the human brains. Is that
Just cringing a bit.
what a movie?
Yeah, really.
But yeah, we got the flamethrower. Nice. I was gonna say something else before that, but I totally lost my train of thought. Thinking about the
go next?
Animatrix.
What's our next objective on this thing? Where we go on this? Is there a red key? Is there a red door?
I think we go other way.
Oh, maybe go through
That vent right there is my guess, or this vent. Yeah. Oh, it just looks like
So we put a
access
turret right there.
We need a yellow door, so I'll check the map in a moment. But also, oh shit. You know what? If the turret, I trust my robots. Oh, we were talking about rebooting the internet because it's all going to be slop. And okay, you just fall through those when you walk on them. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Have we been to this part of the map before? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get back up there. We've been down that way. Oh, there's 3 yellow doors that way. I'll go that way in a moment, but I want to lick that corner so bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not sure I get back up there because I left the flamethrower on. Sabrina Carpenter? What was... Tell me more about this article, Al, man. But folks, the internet's going down. Next time I die, I've been meaning to read into it because I've been very busy this week editing and stuff. Couldn't hit the news as hard, but Jacob was bringing up like just the sheer amount of AI takeover. This is something that fascinates me too because Jacob, you were talking about this. I was seeing some stuff about YouTube using AI to figure out who's underage watching movies, which just seems weird. There's some new like real ID shit that's gonna be coming into place as well, from what I understand. Just the corporate feudalism's really like, you know, the fences are being staked.
Yeah, it's like we all saw the Palantir shit. Like this is we're so used to government taking literally decades to do anything that now it's happening like at breakneck speeds that people just don't know what to do at the moment.
Yeah, and so much of like science fiction didn't so much predict the future as it used theoretical devices, technologies and such, and applied the ideas of the present to them. And it's like, it looks like the future because like logically, like, if you extend these systems in this way, this is going to happen. And if we don't fix them, this is continuing to happen again and again and again.
It's so funny. I've been listening to Jurassic Park on audiobook, and that's exactly like Ian Malcolm explaining like the mathematics of like it's just not gonna work.
Yeah. Damn, that turn's going off.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Where's the tunnels, man?
I got some deep vents.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it so you cannot be anonymous on the internet. And that's just not a thing anybody needs.
So, folks, get your hard drives. Get as much physical media as you can. It's all going down.
We're going down swinging.
As we've said before, we are a work of parody. That is not to dodge sincerity or be liars. We're not saying that to, you know, completely dodge out on anything earnest with y'all to chat. We are simply refugees from a parallel dimension. Parody in the most literal parallel sense. And we like our physical media. It is a reminder of a simpler time, but it is also,
ours.
It is ours. You own it, yeah. Also, sure, you can stream something in 4K on streaming, but the bitrate, the color depth, terrible. Like the sound. You know how much audio is getting compressed in that transmission?
That's been like ever since. And we don't even have like a fancy ass surround sound. We have a very basic 5.1 I got off Craigslist from somebody for like $100. But like, honestly, it's been the biggest upgrade to anything, having good quality sound. And then hearing the differences between streaming and a physical disc is, I didn't think it was going to be that noticeable, and then you watch it and there is a big noticeable.
The most radical one for me has been I saw the TV glow. Just it looks like a completely different color grade.
Oh yeah, I was going to say the other one.
shit.
The Sopranos.
Oh yeah, The Sopranos does look good on physical.
Sopranos Blu-ray, God, I hope they do it for okay.
I
don't even.
well, you know what to do now.
Kind of. All right. Let's,
You want to set that turret before grabbing the yellow key. Set that turret. Keep those open. Keep those open.
That guy, turret. Oh, this is good.
Get those. You can just climb that ladder up there. Oh, did you set 2?
Yeah.
Don't need to do that.
I didn't realize that I was trying to do it.
The article was a bunch of reactions from men saying how Carpenter's performative and trying too hard to be sexy, so they don't resent that she's pandering to them. They resent that they feel like she isn't. Yeah. I got it earlier, but I wasn't using it. Oh yeah, remember to go through that event.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was in this one.
No, it was in the other one. Although there's an event there too. That one was the one. Also, good health. Throw a flare. We should be able to just, think there's something at the end, but also don't walk over the vent parts. 'Cause you'll just fall
Yes.
straight through.
Thank you for reminding me of
Yeah,
that. I
nice,
almost
nice.
forgot. Weird. There's no map.
Well, you're off at the edge of it. It fills out as you go. But yeah, this is where I got
No, that's what I
all
mean.
caught up to.
Okay.
Does it just circle the whole map?
I think so. It's kind of chill.
Xing your map.
Love that.
Turrets are firing.
Okay, good.
That's good. It's good that they're firing.
I thought that
means
I
they're killing
dropped a
stuff
turret.
for
I was
us.
like, no, don't put a turret here. That doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, it does melt them pretty nice.
Yeah, that's like an instant. Like, all right.
I've been so lagged on news and getting caught up on reading because I want to do Neuromancer and Paradise Lost next as we make our way through these wads. But it's really only hitting me this week how much Black Sabbath was such a pivotal part of my life, and I've been feeling a little sad about Ozzy. Been jamming to a lot of Paranoid.
The funeral really made it real, honestly, for me today. Seeing a lot of the photos, it was like, damn, he is actually gone.
Yeah, also just like that concert being not too long ago with like Halford doing War Pigs was really amazing to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, even within the heavy metal started as a class thing. It was about class frustration and growing up in the working class. You should head to the yellow door. I think the vents we were exploring, although I got into some secret area, well, not some secret area, that area with the eggs. I don't know how I got there through the vents, but I did.
Oh, yeah.
You're stuck on something, but it was like on the western part of the map. For the Sabbath heads in the chat, I have a question. I always thought the song Fairy, I didn't always, but I interpret the song Fairies Wear Boots to be about cruising. Let me know what you think. Cruising as in surfing for homosexual encounters. As was the style at the time.
Of course.
There's a wall, but I think you can just... I think if you go around the corner there, you can just stairway into it.
Left. Correct.
Surely. Oh, I heard something. Just jump through the vent. Oh, be careful. There's a lot of dudes in this area. Yeah, you're right up there. You're going to get out of that guy.
We'll get you.
Come and get me, bitch.
Oh, yes. I forgot I was going to get all the way back to the way Aliens and Predator are challenging the idea of, like, American military superiority, and yet there's right-wing dudes who are super nostalgic for this kind of stuff, and they think it's the remember what they took you from you stuff.
Yeah, I don't...
It's so... They don't understand how actually, like... Oh, I shouldn't have ran through that fire. There's just not understanding of how much history is just a construct, or at least like your perception of like pop culture history, and like to get to the underlying fascism of everything, the wrong assumption that because something is happening, it is like inherently biological and like fated or natural, or this gets into religion and such, but it's race essentialism and shit like that is more what I'm getting at. Eugenics. obsessing too much over skull sizes.
Yeah, the weird stuff. I don't
All
get why
right.
people need to do that because it's usually people who shouldn't if measured by the same things that they're measuring other people would not be happy with the results. So like, why are you making this a thing? I'm trying to make myself upset.
Yeah, that's the thing about. You can change the channel.
Yeah, you can.
We're in an age. There is like a romantic belief. I think right wingers have more than left wingers in a sense of monoculture.
Yeah.
Like I think both, no matter like lib or lefty, this is more a culture issue than like an economics issue. You can change the channel. You can get into micro programming. You can find your niche on the internet and find your shows and series and slop that's all specifically for you.
Yeah, not everything's made for you.
I find it funny when I hear political complaints about Saturday Night Live from people where it sounds like all they've been doing is hate watching Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't given it a thought since I was like maybe 22.
Mm-hmm.
That seems brutal. That seems slower and more painful than with the Xenomorphs.
Yeah, honestly. I guess with Xenomorphs are just final.
Okay, so that just opens like a circle there. Nice, nice, nice. Can you open up? No. Okay, so we want to keep these vents open. I love how many switches in these levels are for shit like opening and closing windows, opening and closing vents, turning on and off fires. Doom 1 and 2, these switches are so usually strictly like, if not for a door,
Yeah.
it's all very critical path, like you're gonna have to use it at least once. It's very efficient. There's no flourishes of extra shit.
Yeah, it's like it's a light switch, this or that.
In here, it's made more to feel like a real place with light switches and ventilation shafts and switches. The switches you're not necessarily going to have to hit to beat the level,
Yeah.
but they make the environment feel more haptic, more lived in. The stuff good sci-fi like Star Wars does. Again, haptic's a good word to describe the Aliens movies. Like, it's so slimy, but also wet
Yeah.
and acidic and shiny.
See it all.
Remember watching that one in black and white and the way it's just a form that emerges from, like, the shadow?
Yeah, I forgot how good that movie was in black and white.
If you have any interest in lighting, composition, and cinematography, definitely check out your favorite movies with the color turned all the way down on your TV. You'll get a different look at contrast and the way forms move on the frame and all that. It's really cool shit.
Yeah, it's like
Highly recommend Alien and The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, in that format.
yeah.
John
It
Carpenter's
felt colder, honestly.
John Carpenter's filmography is typically pretty solid in this regard.
Yeah.
He has the sort of lighting education and lighting ethics of like classic black and white Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
Watching them in black and white, you kind of appreciate them in color more because it's amazing what he's separating with just contrast versus color.
Yeah, I remember the effects in The Thing blend better in black and white.
Yes.
and they already look good anyways. It's not saying they were bad or needed any of this. It was surprising how well.
I think the finale in black and white looks cooler to me. Is it behind me? It's behind me. Fuck. Oh, phew.
But yeah.
I know recent movies that have kind of experimented with this. I say recent, but like Mad Max Fury Road was 10 years ago. Godzilla Minus One's more recent though. And there's a black and white version. Is there anything else like that?
No, I did do it a little bit with I Saw the TV Glow whenever we had the street go.
Oh, that
looked-
is a good call.
Just like it looked really good, especially because there's just a lot of like light elements that they play with.
I was gonna say there's a little like flickering and glowing, and I know I'm not saying that just to like pun with the name, but like literally like the way like a light source hits a person's face.
Like, I love that stuff.
Where are you? Where are you, pal? Where are you? Come on. Oh shit. This is where yeah. Okay. Oh shit.
Nice. You got it.
Alright, virgin territory. Virgin territory. What is blocking me here? Is it this boss?
Stream, has anyone else of the other people here seen the new the Happy Gilmore sequel? It is not good.
I have not.
It's like a special kind of like it goes all over the place. I don't even know what it was. It was constant though. I will give it that. Like that movie is always having something happen.
What is blocking me here? Why can't I? Is there supposed to be like a box? What's up? Why am I all in a weird?
Maybe try jumping on the window behind you. Then jumping over or whatever.
What is this? What is this, man? There's like an object here?
Did you get it? No?
Yeah, I don't understand. Can I rewind? Can I get out? I may blow myself up and just do a mulligan.
That's fair.
Can I rocket jump?
To death.
Weird. Okay. We get through this. I know we're getting through this because we've already got all the intel.
Yeah.
We have to get 2 of the 3 key cards.
Love that little sound. It's very gratifying.
Yeah, the hint of the score.
Yeah.
Just a fan game that understands the source.
It really does. It was just like
This also, something I do like about this game in AVP2, and I think this is the kind of the secret sauce or the key, is it takes the wider world of aliens with the space marines and Weyland-Yutani and like the colony, like the bigger scale. Like it's not just like Alien and Alien 3, which are both like single location slashers with a lot of money.
yeah.
It takes that scale, but it keeps the horror. Whereas Aliens is not a horror movie; it's an action movie. You know what I mean? Like you get to be the Space Marines from Aliens, but you're still in very intense Alien 1-like encounters where you're crawling through vents and you're stumbling around in the dark and you're very scared.
There's boys down there.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's in the middle room.
I'm going to.
Introduce him to a satchel.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I did it.
I don't know. Did you answer the question earlier if you would save scum in real life if you could, Jacob? I wonder your thoughts on that.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely would. It seems.
I would not.
Well, I guess it would be how the dynamic works. Like, is it?
So yeah,
Do
this
you
is actually
gain
something.
time going back, sort of thing, or is it like you're always?
It's like this, except. So here's something I didn't clarify. Now I'm kind of interested to hear clarification from Lux because I think we were assuming you had one save slot. Let's go with that. If you could quick save in real life, but you only had one slot, would you do it? I think I wouldn't because you'd get caught on like a choice that you just keep fucking up. You just get stuck on one choice and it should go crazy because you just keep retrying and keep retrying and keep retrying. Or like I've definitely done this like in Max Payne where I save state and it's just the wrong time and then suddenly I'm just constantly reloading a game where I'm eating a grenade. Yeah. I feel like that would happen to me.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Yeah, the spirit of the question is more like you're re-rolling skill checks in Dungeons & Dragons because it originally came up because of Disco Elysium. We were talking about like save scumming in games. And then Lux brought into asking the chat about save scumming in real life.
Yeah, I still think I would.
If I could do multiple slots, I might be more tempted because then I wouldn't run into a Max Payne scenario.
Yeah, as long as you had like two, so that way you can't like uber fuck yourself, but you can also always go back to another thing if needed.
I was like, what if you just like are eternally hung up? Like you save state in a way where you're really fucked and like your dog just keeps dying? Like that'd be horrible.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I don't want that. But I do want to see how many beers I can drink one night. You know, like there's
Damn,
sort of,
no,
like,
that is useful.
like-
like that is responsible use of it,
it's like,
actually.
hold up.
Wait, no, I've been thinking. No, wait, you're right. I've been thinking about this completely wrong. I've been thinking about life as like a linear narrative to be beaten. Like there's an endpoint I'm working towards, and so I should be save scumming to make sure I'm making the right choices to get to the proper ending. But no, dude,
I think you could
no,
do.
you're fucking right. Like you should no. Okay, how many beers can I take? What's my tolerance level? What does a car crash feel like?
Yeah, what are these like?
No shit. Yeah, you've completely changed my mind on this.
This is, I mean,
We have to find like a 4-player game and have a meeting of the minds over this.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, what's gonna happen with all this and how this is set up?
Okay, so I need to open those.
Yeah, I do wonder how many of like certain beers I could have in just like a single night. Just be able to like go back to that. Like, okay, good.
Like, what's my pain tolerance?
Right. Like, I'm trying to think of like how like what would be the trigger for your like how you would save and how you would go back to your save.
Right, like you
what's
access
the-
a menu, does it auto load? Like, cause if you die and it auto loads, that's one thing. But if you have to manually reload, if you die, you die. That's a different thing.
Oh yeah, true.
If he dies, he dies.
It's like every time you like pop your ears, you save or something like that, or some weird like.
The actual biomechanics of like there's a save button on your back.
Yeah,
you
like
have
what's
to
the
press.
what's the classic like a screenshot? You know, you have like two buttons. Like, what are two things that like you won't do typically in life, but like in this instance, like, well, that makes sense, of course, because he was trying to save it. It's like cover your mouth and your butthole at the same time. That like
You have to like
chase the save. It's like there's very few instances other than like food poisoning in which you typically.
Yeah, you don't want to accidentally trigger a reload. Is there an escape button on your brain you can hit just to access your menu?
Yeah, right.
This reminds me of a fun and interesting book. I've only read it once. I didn't really go back to it, but I did read it when I was like 24, so maybe it was just like less formative than some of the stuff I read when I was younger. But it was called The Postmortal. And it's basically about, like, what if there was a pill you could take so you don't die? And it gets into all kinds of interesting character conundrums where, like, people don't die. So, like, what their life means fundamentally changes for them.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, what their purpose in life is fundamentally changes because there's no end point.
That was, it was really funny, too. My grandmother, who is now 83, I believe, But I was asking her if ever given the opportunity, if she would like want to do like a cyborg body, like just keep this train going, and she was adamantly against it. Like without question, she's like, "Oh no way, I'll go when it's my time." It's interesting, Grandma. Normally, some older people I've known would be like,
she's not poisoned by like greed. Your grandmother is pure.
Yeah, dude, like pure of heart. Like she doesn't have this like nostalgia that she's wanting to like go back to. It's like no, like things are different. I've been doing this a while.
No, yeah, that you bring up she has no nostalgia to go back to. Like that, I think that's a very healthy point. So much American culture is, well, like, even beyond that, like, the basic mode of consumption in advertising is like, hey, you're missing something. Don't you need something? Why don't you get back to it? And so much of the shorthand for that is nostalgia. Like, hey, remember this thing from your childhood? Like, this is Citizen Kane. It's all Citizen Kane.
Everything's Rosebud.
Yeah, everything's your Rosebud. Like...
But it's like weird too because, like, and I know a lot of people,
Just kudos to your grandma.
Like fashion in the fashion industry has kind of talked about how like there's been a lot of like looks, a lot of decades have been defined by their looks, but like for the past like 20-ish years things have kind of like plateaued in a lot of similar ways where it's like. I mean, things are still distinguishable, but like it's easier to kind of like get lost in where things are time-wise just by looking at like clothing, hairstyle, stuff like that. Like, I was going somewhere with that, and I just got distracted. I was like, oh, what does this say?
Yeah, sorry, I popped up the map looking for the yellow door, and I was
no,
like, oh
okay.
no, I've lost track.
The secret of contentment is to have an infinite appetite for everything on your plate. Usually the nature of choices is that they narrow the scope of what can be on your plate.
Having a sense of skepticism and curiosity.
Right? Always having something to do, something you're looking forward
And
to.
I think this gets back to like this idea of education and mindset. And again, we are champions of the humanities here.
Yeah.
Literally to be human. I think this is my kind of answer to robots and AI and stuff. I don't know if it's possible to have an actual like smart event closed. Like a smart robot in a sense. Okay, I opened up an event somewhere around here. Curious. Let's get to that yellow door though.
Who's that guy, man?
Oh hey.
But yeah, I agree on man. I think the secret of contentment is finding that is just being happy with everything. It's like looking forward to the things that are directly in front of you. It's also that living in the moment, like that very kind of like Buddhist.
Getting back to Left-Handed Darkness, which we talked about during Maximo, the whole presence over progress. Like instead of constantly like chasing that horizon, like taking inventory of like the current moment and the self, and kind of appreciating that. And using that info to better direct yourself towards the horizon in more meaningful ways. Yeah, LeGuin's real good, guys. Read Left-Hand Darkness. Read The Dispossessed. I got a big, thick ol' hardback Earthsea omnibus I've been meaning to crack open.
Hell yeah. Man, these maps, I remember when we were thinking that we were going to be able to just burn through these.
Right?
It's just not the case in the best way possible.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Here's a yellow door. Can I open it from this end? I can.
Nice, these motherfuckers.
I'm going to explore a bit up here real quick because this feels like fresh territory.
Yeah. Oh, no shit, it wasn't. You've been here before. That's down to those sewers and those assholes.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Okay, alright. Like that setup.
Where's that one room I kept crawling into in the events where I get jumped by facehuggers and I got stuck behind the invisible brick? Is it? It might just be on the other side of the yellow door. Let's see.
Also, this map design is
Again,
so good.
every one of these maps is like the density of a Resident Evil, a PlayStation Resident Evil or a PlayStation survival horror game.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some health over there. Because it's only 8 maps, but yeah, this is map 3. night 3. I'm hoping we can get to a second map tonight now that we knocked the difficulty down a peg for the sake of cruising. It's still difficult to manage in the right measure. Satchel. Is there a switch or something over here? No. Switch or something.
Here, break that glass.
No, there's a switch, yeah. Ah.
These assholes.
Okay, yeah, there's like a yellow room up there. I bet the red card's near here. Oh. I can just drop down my way. Further up we go.
Have you saved?
I have not, but I will do so. Yeah, we're at 100 health. We're good.
Nice.
Oh, yep. Who did that wake up? Oh shit.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, that would have killed me.
Yeah, I got you.
Whew. I just want to praise again the way the alien enemies leave behind acid blood that smokes for a moment. I'm gonna leave these torches off. So that switch I hit that opened that ladder. Did it open? Oh. Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. That's so gross. So did I open an exit with that? Oh.
I'm warning you. We'll get you.
They're warning me.
Yep.
They'll get. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you,
Jorge.
Jorge.
Oh my god. Where are these face huggers coming from? Oh, I hate this.
Please no.
Murderers. What up, D. Hamels Mammal?
Ooh, drinking lime bubbly.
Oh yeah, what's D. Hamels Mammal doing right now?
Man, drinking some lime bubbly and about to play a round or two of Helldivers 2 before bed. And man, love Helldivers 2. Haven't played that in a minute.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, so there we go. There's
Alright.
some of those eggs were.
Criminal.
Criminal. Oh shit.
Yeah. Let's go both of them. Man.
Yeah, when when it gets
Without
going,
warning.
man. Yeah.
They just fire off.
This music, what's going on? Boom, boom. Okay, I think this opens the labeled exit area. Right there? Yeah. Yep. It's
I don't know
cool.
why I thought that's so
we have
funny.
we have turrets right out there. They're just gonna do auto turret.
That's fair. Campbell's man, well, this game is too scary. Before bed, I don't want to have nightmares. My mom would be hecka mad.
Heckin' mad.
Yeah, we don't want no hecka mad moms. Man, I'm just thinking of like the numerous times having sleepovers with my parents would be coming down like, because we're being way too loud at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, you need to go to bed.
Oh.
Oh. Nice. Heck divers.
Heck divers. There it is.
Oh.
Jacob, the exit.
Oh.
We made it to a second level in one session. Oh.
It dies.
Right.
Yes.
Dang. More secrets to be found, though.
By Paul Paler Machine.
Yeah, definitely take note of those map makers because this has been just an excellent total conversion.
Also, just this screen,
Right?
like the artwork is great.
There's a sense of how to pull it all together, how to make the parts sum into a greater whole.
Yeah.
Inevitable encounters. Okay, it is currently 9:22. First off, let's save. This one's gonna be EZO.
Love these naming conventions.
But it is 9:23. We're gonna take a quick break, stretch our legs, refresh and rehydrate, smoke them if you got them. But it is 9:23. We'll be back at 9:35. Once again, you're watching Techno Poverty. We are playing Aliens Eradication, a Doom 2 WAD. If you're interested in watching Alien 3, that's the next movie that we're going to be screening as part of the Techno Poverty Theater on our Discord. If you want some info on how you can get access to the Techno Poverty Theater, just check out the link tree. We have it on our bio on all our sites. Follow us on all our socials. We love to chat on Blue Sky about all this shit when we're not streaming here. But yeah, we're going to take a break. Y'all take care. Be back soon. See you at 9:35, if not a little sooner. We are
divers.
back. We are live.
Heck
D. Hamels Mammals enjoying Heck Divers. He is free from the fears of the xenomorph infestation.
I got a beer. Did you get some energy? I feel like you got it.
I sipped on some stuff. Jacob, your country needs you as a gamer to
right.
impose the colonial marine will, the mercenary will of the Wayland Yutani Corporation upon these colonialists who dare to exist on this planet.
Right? Should we also spread managed democracy here?
Most definitely.
Excellent.
You make it the freest nation in the galaxy.
Perfect.
Freest colony in the galaxy. Think about how often that term is used. Just colony. The colonialisms are. It's there. It's there. It's in the future. It's at all times.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That looks like something you can. You should throw flares. Ooh.
Terrifying.
Very spooky.
Just a pit of nothing.
Oh, nice. Is there anything else you can jump? Can you jump on top of that box? Nope. Oh, you can.
Hey, okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Damn, man.
Oh, dude.
Good find.
Oh, so I have 2 health left up there.
See, and by making it, I'd actually go back outside. by making resources so important, it makes the secrets that much more important. Can you get up over on that side by chance? That structure? Anything worthy up there? I don't think so. Nah. Okay. Because you just took note of that health so you can backtrack to it later, huh?
Yes. Am I supposed to go? Okay. There are stairs. I thought I was seeing them correctly.
Oh, damn, I have a lot of satchels. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Do I just drop down?
Yeah, I think so. I'm enraptured with fear.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, this is so creepy. Like the audio changes.
Yeah, the change of pace among these maps has been great.
Yeah, like it is a nice progress. Okay.
Go over that way. Feels very Blair Witch in some ways.
Yeah.
The cone of light, just right. Ooh. Nice.
I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it.
Probably a human enemy would be my guess. Wait, go back. Turn around, go back. Keep investigating that nook. Yeah. Oh, that just loops back around. Okay. That's where you can.
Oh, so that's where I was earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then.
Grab that ammo if you can to your left. Yeah. Okay, I think you're full. That's pulse gun ammo.
Okay.
Oh, reload your shotgun too.
Just make sure everything's loaded.
Yeah, that's a lot of satchels. Those are very useful.
Yeah, we got 16. I like it. Alright, well, let's
Looks like I'm
look
going
at
that way.
I suppose. Whoa.
Help defend the ship. Help defend the ship. Interesting. Oh man.
Tight. Are you good?
I think so.
Okay.
Eliminate 4, 2, 1. Eliminate one more Xeno. Is there a Xenomorph around? Other stuff. With the turret. Some turrets firing at some Xeno. Grab more gear while you can. I think there's gear inside the truck. Or inside the ship. I'd say go up the ramp next time you get back there from there. Oh hey, turret.
No.
Although you're at 5 right now, so just yeah, he got a loader, Josh.
Yeah, them power loader's pretty sweet.
Do the alt fire on it? Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, satchel.
Oh, more are coming.
So just have to fucking murder them. To kill them dead. Ooh. So.
Yeah, what's up there? Get the ship's engine started? Oh, okay, get out.
trigger. Okay.
What's that do? Okay, cool.
Like, okay, so there's gonna be a lot of aliens in this level. I'm feeling. Oh shit! Drop the turn to thoroughfare.
It's okay, there's another turn around there. Yeah, right there. We've got impulse power, but we can't leave the atmosphere without repairs. Oh shit, we've got company. Oh, that dude's killing.
Oh shit!
Nice. Oh, he's throwing out launch turrets. Because they're going on the
There's
side.
one
Yeah.
down over here, I thought. Satchel. There we go. As it was. Okay.
Although, is that armor on top of that box?
Which one?
When you picked up the turret and you're hopping on the thing, there was like,
It was, but it wasn't like me pick up. Under on iron. Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize this was it. Excellent. Is this just like a defending map?
we can't do the repairs in this crater. Get back to the colony and find a place to land. We can fix the ship. Okay. Yeah, there's an exclamation mark over there. Oh, hey. Yeah. That's the exit.
Okay. Oh, what's that blue door way down there?
I think that's the entrance.
Okay. Is that it?
Maybe.
So I'll go back up in the ship really quick, just to make sure there's nothing else. The ship feels big.
Interesting, yeah, a little story break.
Right? I'm like, am I doing something wrong? It's fine.
No, yeah, get that armor. Or health up there on that box.
Yeah.
Also reload your shotgun. Go all the way around. You need to find a red card. Yeah, that's
Okay, yeah, there's really nothing. Okay.
yeah, it's just got a reloading station for the wave.
Alright.
I would go around the whole of the bottom of the ship though, because I don't think you've gone around the left side that way.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm very stingy on this side.
Keep looking. Yeah. Armor. Yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, like that. Get off that lower.
And yeah, what's out here?
Like,
What's that?
these are the first guys I killed.
Oh, there's the red key card.
Oh, okay.
can make that jump.
Okay. I don't think so, right?
Yeah. There might be another way up. Look at that. But yeah, there's like that right there. Let me jump up the other one. To your left. That one.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe that. Where's the word? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
The secret has been revealed.
Now find the red door and then maybe. Or does that help you open the ship? Or actually check around the whole red though.
I think I see what you're talking about there. Alright. We got that guy. Let's go over here.
I think that one's unreachable, yeah. Just keep circling around.
Yeah.
But don't go towards the exit.
Yeah.
And then was that the way we came from? I don't remember.
Believe so.
Okay, I think more to the your right is where you came from. Either way, get into here. Keep going around. And keep going south.
Let's see what else we got.
That's where the key stuff was. Like, oh, go that way, yeah. Yes, where it came from.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is started, yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's go see if we can use this red key. That's that red thing on the ship.
Also keep checking. Actually, yeah, hop on top of that with those boxes again.
Which ones?
Well, just pick up the health thing right there on the floor. But those boxes that you were just by. Just turn around, get your health and all that. And that switch right there. What did that open? We'll go look around the ship. Do something, look around.
What's that?
Like look around the base of the ship, like where it landed. See if it did something outside. I'll grab that satchel and the 16's the max.
Yeah, this thing's 16 is the max.
Look at the back of the ship. Yeah. No, like it, Florida. I'm just seeing if something opened up around the base. Go back up in there. Check something.
Maybe we're supposed to go back to the beginning.
Yeah, Josh, I do too. Just a bang up job all around.
Yeah.
I wonder, did it open more turrets up?
Oh, maybe on one of those side areas? Like maybe we'd opened up a door on the side places.
That's what I'm wondering too.
That's out of the exit. That's the exit. It really.
Is that? Because I heard some kind of chute open. When you hit it, like there was like a few.
Yeah, it definitely activated something, but I don't know what.
Alright. Well, nothing changed over here. Okay. Well then. Forward.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, that's the exit, but what's up here?
Oh. Is this secret?
Nothing I'm noticing. I keep thinking those rocks are objects, but they're not. POS book, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have no idea what that is, Captain Quasar, but please tell me more.
Yeah, definitely intrigued.
I'm like, yeah, what are those words? Piece of shit book, Dungeon Crawler. Is Dungeon Crawler Carl the name of a book? What? There's a lot there. Alright. Got 100% of the secrets.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah,
What is that? It's a massive piece of shit.
That's great. It's
Surface surveys. Lit RPG. Rick and Morty makes Ready Player. Oh, that's not a good combo.
Sounds like a really easy going combo.
Easy P is what we're gonna call this one.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like the music you listen to while you're on hold.
Complimentary. Alright, okay.
This is the company commander. If we are to survive, we must join forces. Use this computer if you agree to help us.
Wait, what?
I don't know, I guess that computer right there. Thank you, we will overlook your crimes in exchange for your help.
Interesting.
Alright.
Oh, that sounds...
So it's like Running Man, Rick and Morty, and Ready Player One. I'm intrigued by this.
Ready Rick, the Running Rick. Ready Rick 1.
Yeah. Ooh, thanks.
Okay. Okay.
The fan base is insufferable. As with anything that might be moderately good or mildly interesting.
I will Google it. That's been, I think the problem in general is the concept of fandom and what fandom's place in the world is. It's what's really the tension here, because there's been good things lately where I'm like, I really like this. I don't like the way the mass reaction or the fandom reaction to it is going. And I think it speaks to something about our powerlessness in our current economic situation and just like atomization of everything. I think there's a very concerted effort to popularize and perpetuate a mode of fan participation that is just kind of like a glorified consumption model, because I mean it's profitable. The structures, oh shit, want that.
Whoa. Just hustling on you.
This is kind of part of what we were talking about with the humanities earlier, like engaging things critically. I think there's an abundance of things to engage with, but a very uncritical engagement with it, and that's kind of more the error.
Yeah. Interaction for sake of interaction, not anything past that. No deeper.
Okay.
Nice.
So they're colonists around? What's up with that? Well, I'm like, what weapon do I want to use?
Yeah, right. How many ways do you want to kill this thing?
I recognize thing, yeah.
Does Leo DiCaprio mean everything? I see the thing. Nice.
Yeah, I'm liking these like work lights I'm turning on. Is there like a, okay, there is something on the map I'm working towards, got it. This is better than waiting music on a phone.
Yeah, but it's also pretty close to. But those little flourishes, it definitely help. We definitely got that. Murder it! Excellent job. You're right, Josh Sherman. 90% of all media today is to cat meme.
To get back to Alien Omelas, yeah. Hey, look, it's a xenomorph. Hey, look, it's a facehugger.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a Prometheus engineer. Hey, look, it's a new thing from all of them put together. I know these things.
I've seen that thing before.
Hey, it's Bilbo Baggins. That's what Bilbo Baggins does.
I'm a
Where's
part of
this
the-
fucking facehugger? There it is, dead.
I'm part of this inside joke with millions of other people.
Yeah.
Like it's a secret between you, me, and millions of others.
How do you get people to recognize that? Because I brought up this story before, but for me, I don't know, at some point I just was like, oh, they sell Zelda shirts at Hot Topic. Like, right, a Nintendo 64, like thousands, if not millions of people own a Nintendo 64. Like, Nintendo is an
it's
international
yeah.
corporation. I'm not the only one playing these things. Because I think when you don't have like a critical approach to the media apparatus, you do get engendered with that sort of solipsism of not realizing other people are having the same or similar experiences, or experiences completely different from your own that you should consider because, you know, their lot in life may put them at a completely different perspective to your own, and through the communication of such, you get a wider understanding of the general breadth of reality, which is a thing no one single individual can contain within themselves. You know, this gets into like more spiritual stuff, but literally, like, everybody's reporting on reality in their own different way. Like, hey, some people see it this way, some people see that. Like, no, that sounds too much like both sides Eurocentrism politically, which is not what I'm getting at.
I'm definitely not trying to push that, so don't get that twisted.
I'm talking about communicating with people with different fundamental perspectives from you in earnest good faith, and like this, like reading art from other perspectives. This,
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, I don't even have to emphasize the perspective parts. This is to me the function of art. You know, the whole reading rainbow adage of like going on an adventure somewhere else to be completely different than yourself. Just to experience the world through a different lens for a little. See something with a slightly different perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of the fandom engineered media is not about providing a different perspective, but reaffirming your own perspective. This is kind of the problem with a lot of criticism that tries to identify with the protagonist or is over obsessed with the protagonist being likable or easy to identify with, because in cases like that, what you're telling me is you want the protagonist to be a self-insert, or you want to crawl into their skin. It's kind of Get Out in a way.
Yeah.
You want to possess this other experience, or at least the texture of it.
Mm-hmm.
You want a new cosplay for the season. I just went the total opposite direction of the thing I need. Noah Hawley, yeah.
Yeah, I am looking forward to Aliens Earth. I also still need to see Predator, the new Predator cartoon.
Yeah, I do need to watch the animated Predator thing. I wasn't too hot on the previews of, what's the live action Predator series thing? First Hunt, Primal Hunt. The one where it's like a Predator and an android buddy copying around.
Oh, I forgot.
I wasn't liking the Predator design for that, but I'm a bit more cautiously optimistic about Earth.
Yeah.
That is something I'd like to know too, is like, as a franchise, I do like the world and lore and kind of like what Aliens has laid out as far as popularizing cyberpunk and space horror.
Mm. Man, you know, as much work as that is doing, I would like to talk about how people don't talk about Raised by Wolves.
Oh yeah, the other Ridley Scott series, which I have not seen either, but...
Really? I thought we watched it, maybe it was just me and the whole...
Yeah.
But that one was wild. The wildest ending was, of course, within like the universe of Aliens. Like, I would be intrigued as to your thoughts on it nowadays, because I definitely liked what he was trying to do as far as like playing with the ideas of spirituality and God.
Ridley Scott's got chariots of fire brain, and sometimes that fascinates me, and some days I'm like, this is the stupidest shit ever, Dad. Like, okay, yeah.
That's the best
fine.
way of putting it.
I had a friend whose cousin, I guess I can just say his uncle. I had a friend whose uncle was really into like the 12th Planet and Chariots of Fire and all that, or Chariots of the Gods, is that the name?
Yeah, Chariots of the Gods. Yeah.
The whole panspermia ancient aliens thing, which I'm like, cool. It's not
Super fun.
It's fun. It's fun mythology, but yeah, it is very much one of those things where like sometimes I'm like, okay, Ridley Scott, like yeah, I get it.
We get it. God could just be us in a spacesuit. Like, but isn't that wild?
Because like Latin reptilians are fun, but historically have also been used to funnel people into like conspiracy mindsets that do get them into more like racist or eugenicist kind of like mindsets as far as like who is and isn't. I'm gonna measure your skull to find out if you're a reptilian, and like, hey, you ever notice all the Jewish people look like okay, shut up now, Grandpa. Like you've been reading too many bad books, not engaging critically with them. Like.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
That's kind of like the big in like that's like one of those big American things too. Is like because we don't educate people to be like class conscious, like they almost get it as far as they're being like, oh, there's a huge structural reason all my shit's fucked, and maybe if all the people got together we could do something about it. It's like yeah, so everybody gets shotguns. We're gonna go shoot up the local courthouse because it's run by reptiles. Like wait, no, damn
no,
it,
you're
like,
so close.
You're so close. Yeah.
Running past the point. Like,
Oh shit, what?
What the fuck was that?
Here you go.
Alright, well.
Dang, yeah, I don't think I saved it all.
Damn.
It's okay, we got all the supplies. Yeah.
Okay. There's some more flares at this point.
Yeah, we wasted a lot of flares.
They're being real stingy on flares, honestly. The fact that you can find more explosives than we can lighting, I guess that's just a one.
Josh Foreman loved Raised by Wolves.
I did too. It was like, and I agree with Kevin Quasar, like it was definitely Ridley Scott putting all of his eggs in one basket. And I was okay with it. Like I loved that basket. And I loved all of those eggs.
I think at the time, I was very just not in the mood for a streaming show when I watched it.
Being fair.
I have trouble getting into serial stuff. I have trouble getting into streaming shows. I have a bias against it. I will not act like I don't, but
It's definitely, we've talked about it with like the writing structure, like how streaming is like.
yeah, I do
taking
think
it
too,
really
like,
fucks with what they do.
so it's gonna sound pretentious at first, but I'm gonna talk and elaborate and see if we can get somewhere with this. But like, you can watch one movie a week for a whole year versus versus using that same amount of time to watch a streaming show, or give even let's say we're more generous and you watch a streaming series, a complete streaming series, I don't know, a week, or if you watch. What I'm getting at is you can watch way more of a series, way less movies, way more of a series, the ratio there, and the movies will be much more culturally enriching, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, TV as a mode of production seeks to do a common assembly line thing to even the coolest of ideas, to where, like, even quote-unquote radical TV is still broadcast standard, made by committee, like passes so many gatekeepers. It's not radical or subversive or even artistic in the same way a film still can be. And I just think as a hobby and as an artistic mode of engagement, you can have a more fulfilling time with movies. Whereas I feel like TV's asking you for way more time for way less of a payoff. And I kind of get peeved with the confusion or the mixing of both.
Yeah. Like, I can definitely see that for sure.
Also, just because, like, you can see an independent movie made from, like, some country from the far-flung corner of the world that was made with fewer resources than any TV show, and it may be more insightful and fulfilling. Just by sheer, like, spirit of the thing, aura of the work. Somebody really put their heart into this no-budget movie. I mean, Hollywood, Who Shot Captain Alex, Turkish Star Wars, all these sort of gems these are pieces of art that beyond being like good plots or sensible narratives are made in a culture and context that makes them historically interesting. Like Turkish Star Wars is very incoherent, but it's also extremely hilarious and kind of a way into looking at what bootleg cinema of the far of Turkey was like in the 70s and 80s.
I feel like Josh Foreman. It's kind of like television is like books to a degree. As far as like, well, I think they used to be like that. It's because I'm thinking of television, not streaming.
Television can be like good comic books, and
It's like Sopranos or like
Yes.
other things where it's like it's a character that you're going to be with and you're going to be with them for a while. But like streaming services now only have one like 8 episodes a season, which like I used to want because I liked what they did in England as far as like financing like more projects, more people, more things. But now it's like you have Stranger Things takes like years in between seasons versus like we used to have 24 episodes of a show without any issues, and now for some reason we've lost how to do that.
one of my favorite TV shows is The Venture Bros, and I would not mind that going on forever because on the creative side, they seem to earnestly attempt with each new episode to like work on some. There's like a guiding ethos and ideology to the show that they're able to keep the serial going. This is why I call TV like comic books. Like I like comic books. One of my favorite comic books is The Amazing Spider-Man. I have a huge shelf of Spider-Man. I think the first 500 or so, everything up to literally the One More Day reset is some of my favorite shit. Just because there's such a long-running insistence on trying to carry over the canon and make sense of things. And it does it so well for so long. A lot of like the first 200 issues of Spider-Man have some of the fundamentals of serial storytelling in American entertainment just fucking down. You will find those same beats and rhythms from the first 200 issues of Spider-Man in shit like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Mad Men, The Sopranos. You know, Jacob, when we were watching The Sopranos, one thing you would really talk about is the 3-episode arc. That is straight up comic books, like in the best way, like tightly plotted 3-issue arcs. Like that is drama,
Right? Like something you come back to.
And if if you're operating on like the right balance of like character interacting with theme, again, Spider-Man, great power, great responsibility. Even Spider-Man's B-list villains that stick around are keeping things interesting because they're operating within that dynamic of trading off power and responsibility. There's that guiding ethos. Something like The Sopranos understands, like, Tony's in at the end of things. He is a cynical kind of couch potato of a mobster. Like, what does that attitude say about, like, the American approach towards work at the end of the 1900s? Yes, no, Josh, you're extremely right. This is kind of what I'm getting at, too, is, like, those Monster of the Week or Mystery of the Week episodes. The X-Files, excellent at this shit, is, like, knowing the monster or mystery's like symbolic meaning to the overall theme of the show is like what keeps it refreshing, because it's like, okay, like here's again the Spider-Man thing I'm talking about with power and responsibility. With the X-Files, it's like the monster of the week or the mystery of the week. That's to get back to what I was talking about with like Halo and good sci-fi and like this missing aspect of structure in non like. To talk about it in terms where I'm not just like saying art should be like political and acknowledge the structure, this is more what I'm talking about with the structure, not the political superstructure like Marx is talking about, but just the ideological structure of like having a point and like actually being curious to explore that point, not just dawdling around because it's like, well, you like the imagery, right?
Yeah.
So we haven't been saving, right? I hope that was coherent because it's kind of making things click for me, just kind of rambling it out with you all right now in ways I haven't made sense of it before. Right, the iteration of the problem. Perfect phrasing of it, Josh.
Yeah.
It's why the next generation is so good. Also, classic Simpsons. because the classic Simpsons seasons like 3 through 8, it's not just that they understand how the core family of the Simpsons works. It's like by that point, Springfield has a very consistent cast of side characters, all with their own fleshed out psychologies that can also play into whatever the theme or idea of the week is. So like it's less that the Simpsons is a family, our mentality, and Springfield as a place is the zone of the story.
I really miss filler episodes as far as like weird exploratory stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think too with the birth of the prestige streaming series, everything's trying to be a long movie in the sense that every hour has to count or like build towards something. And so you'll get these very extended or drawn out, like, I think Netflix for a long time, it was like, oh yeah, the 6th episode is going to be a flashback to the main character's childhood or like some sort of origin story. Just because like that's the rhythm of a stretched out screenplay. And yeah, Daredevil. But yeah, like no, you can have filler episodes that's just like gagging around. It doesn't have to lead towards the... It's like when you brought up save scumming to find your limits. It's not about getting towards like some predetermined end, because that's how you get really stiff stories that feel predetermined. It's about like experimenting in the moment and being present with the characters and like when you're doing that, an episode by itself feels meaningful, even if you haven't seen the overall arc of the show. Like, you don't know where the overall story is going, but you're like, oh cool, like the funny one got stuck with like the mean one this time, and like there were consequences, ooh.
Yeah. They're committing to the bit.
That's how you make a single episode good. That's how you sell a single issue of a comic book. That was a big, I think, Jim Shooter ethos back in the days. He was like, every issue on the stand is going to be someone's first issue, so just consider that while writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good chatting with you, Josh. Enjoy dinner.
Yeah, enjoy some good food. Eat for me.
Actually, if we die this time, since we've just started this level, we might just be calling it a night. It is getting that time.
You know, that's fair, because I didn't realize it was 10:21.
Right. We did 2 levels, so we got kind of into a momentum roll, you know?
Yeah.
Also, I do like the pace change of this campaign. We went outside, we had that kind of climatic, cinematic siege level, and now like the colonists are trying to like bargain with us, and we're like in this work site.
Right, like, did we crash land with them trying to save them, and now we're all trying to...
Oh no, we were definitely here to kill colonists, but then like our exit strategy got fucked, which is why we're back here now.
Gosh,
Try not to use flares as soon as I pick them up. Challenge level.
I know, it is so hard.
Oh shit. There's an egg that hatched. There's definitely a face hugger around here.
No. Oh god. Face hugger. Nice.
Yeah, pistol coming in clutch.
It really does make a huge difference. Damn, dude, this thing really is a Halo mag.
So scary.
Very scary.
I'm gonna forego licking corners for the moment, because then later when we actually need health. Okay, so I think there's some important stuff in here we need. Yeah, so we made it last time and I died, I think.
Oh yeah, that.
I do love when you time it right and you get those before they pop open.
Yeah. And that is a very gratifying kind of enemy. One that, like, if you get the
Yeah.
it's super easy to take out, but like if you fuck it up, it is like a pain in the ass.
It also reminds me. Damn it.
Oh god, there's another guy.
Ow, I'm hurting.
Oh yeah.
Is there any health around here? Really, it was that satchel hitting myself. Oh, hear you. I hear you. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Do some health, but I honestly
Good
feel
enough.
like I took too much. I took too much. And I boned it.
No problem. So exhausted.
You a face hugger? You a face hugger, bro? You were trying to hug me? I love hugs.
I fucking love hugs. I love hugs, but I really wish this face hugger would fuck my throat. I'm looking for the throat fuckers. All they have are face huggers.
Wait. Oh, cool. Oh, shit.
God. What was that trigger?
Oh, I think that already came through. Oh, nice use of the alien score, dog.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I do love the use of vents in this game. Sleepy little dog.
Look at this varied inside-outside. I'm always glazing that when it happens, and this is just...
I'm scared.
Okay, so they're not gonna hurt me.
Okay. Oh, that's right. They said they were going to forgive you of your crimes.
So if I work my way around...
Love health.
Need to... Is there like... Is there some on there? Is actually Yeah, dude. That's the deal.
That's their whole spiel.
Flares, nice. Cool.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, dude, I know. Like,
Preaching to the choir. What else? Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Captain Hindsight.
I do love Captain Hindsight.
God, I remember when he first came around, there were people who would post him like in meme format on Reddit, but like earnestly doing the thing. It's like, you guys know they're making fun of people who do that, right? like the whole point of that character is how utterly useless of power that is. And you've made a whole altar to worship of that. You guys made an online community about how bad you don't get the joke.
God, you guys Ben Shapiro this situation so hard. Just like, I don't get it. You're like, yeah, Ben, we know. We know you don't get it just from how you're talking about it.
If you notice, Jacob, I used a flare.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that flare usage, honestly.
Ow.
Oh, more fire on the ground.
Oh, that's...
That might fuck.
that hurts. There's usually a way to shut those off. Oh... Oh, that's right. Oh shit. You know what? I showed up. I'm not actually here with any kind of mission or plan. I'm doing drugs while the locals get slaughtered. Feels like an average day in the life of a Marine, you know?
Yes, that much has
Is
changed.
there a local child trafficking or drug trade I can get involved in to fund my adventures?
Would love to be a part of that.
Really looking to fund the next Iran-Contra if you guys have the means to.
Yeah, you know? I learned to fly a plane if I could.
You know, I think Charlie Wilson's War is a cool movie about cool things.
About cool people doing the right thing.
Cool people doing the right things at the right time for all the perfect reasons.
And none of them are problematic.
Man, I wonder if Tom Hanks has ever had anyone stop him like, you know, I really love Charlie Wilson's War. Because of you, I got a job at Raytheon. You just really inspired me to do good in the world, Tom Hanks.
I'm sure they want to add something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Not bad. Right at 10:30 on the dot.
yeah, right, 10:30 on the dot. Okay, folks, well, Jacob, we made it through 2 levels. You made it through one and I made it through one. Well, I mean, shared effort all around. It's not. Like, let's divvy up the profits. Haha.
Ha ha ha.
Because video games make money, truly, of course.
I've got Barney asleep right here. This time we'll zoom in on her.
Oh,
She's good.
I was gonna sign off, but I just completely forgot because I saw this down first.
Ooh, the sweetest baby doll.
But ladies and gentlemen, theys, them, bees, MBs, and all in between and everywhere else on the spectrum, this has been Techno Poverty. Thank you for joining us for Aliens Eradication. We'll be back with more of this wad on Monday, and of course Shin Megami Tuesdays are well underway. Lux and I are somewhere in the midst of Shin Megami 3 Nocturne. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
Yeah.
We're making our way through hell. We're watching hellish movies. We're gonna watch Alien 3 come this Sunday on the Discord.
And you're gonna like it.
You're gonna love it. As always, check out the link tree. Give us a little support wherever you can, if you can. Honestly, I'd like more YouTube subs. I don't really want to do the big ask of like Patreon begging or acting like we need you to be subbing to our highest tiers and constantly give us anything on Ko-fi. Nothing like that. None of that e-begging, although I have issues with the sort of classist assumptions in terms people who make that kind of video essay use. I don't want people to give me their money. I want to suck the teat dry. I want to bankrupt a corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is such a way of like.
I want to take a contract from like a big corporation and just torch it. Just torch it. Like
I want to be. Who was it? Sierra Mist. That whole story. That's the kind of situation I want to find out.
I'm unfamiliar with what you're referencing there.
The soda Sierra Mist, that whole how that one got switched to Starry because there was an OnlyFans model named Sierra Mist, spelled different than the soda but pronounced the same. PepsiCo said, "Hey, we're suing you. You can't do that." She got a lawyer, looked into it. Turns out Pepsi forgot to renew the IP for Sierra Mist. She bought it out from underneath them and said, "Actually, fuck you. You guys can't sell Sierra
Nice.
Mist." So
Nice.
that is how we got Starry Soda.
See, I'm not hip to the sodas, so I was completely unaware this whole thing happened. But damn,
I had seen Starry. I thought that just like Sierra Mist wasn't selling, but now that I knew that story, I was like, actually, this drink tastes like victory, and I do like Starry because of it.
thank you, Starry
Yeah.
or Sierra. Wait, who am I thinking? This is Is it Sierra? Sierra.
Yeah, let's thank Sierra.
Thank you,
Mist, she did a
Sierra.
Great job. But that's what we want to do. We want to fuck.
We
corporation
support sex workers in all forms of being a slut here on this show.
Yes. Everybody.
Everybody. That being said, again, I don't, just to get back to whatever we were saying about subs and stuff, just like us on YouTube. Give us a follow there. You don't have to read everything we say or give us all your money. Just a simple digital sub so that we can
YouTube pays us.
Yeah. You like the thing, and then Google lies to everyone else, and then there's AdSense dollars somehow in the profit cycle equation. And my God, how are we sustaining this thing? This whole thing's going to fall. We aren't even educating the next generation to keep this thing sustainable. And to keep this thing sustained, you have to lie. The whole economy runs on scams, guys. Like we can only give everybody $750 a month truck payments. For so long. I mean, there's only so many people you can con into taking 30% APR loans out. Payday loans on payday lenders. Just the Ouroboros going. How sustainable is this, guys? Really?
Isn't this how, like, Rome ends or whatever?
I'm not trying to be all peace, love, and Marxism hippy dippy for the future. It's literally how do we keep sustaining these things, guys? We need to look into alternatives and we need to imagine better because we're hung up on this stupid everything's fine, except for some reason all our fiction is about the end of the world. What could the species possibly be inventing with that kind of an anxiety? Viewers on Stream Boo! Thank you for chatting right at the end here, Ali man. I now can fucking block you. Let's do that right now before signing off.
Though we do love Stream Boo.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. Blocks. Bye.
Oh, man.
Alright, this outro has rambled on long enough. I have footage to get back to cutting. You never stop working the minds, kids. You never stop working the minds.
Gotta create that content.
But until Monday, y'all take care.
Have a fun weekend, man. Yeah, just go to bed.